This podcast is brought to you by our friends at Anchor by Spotify. And if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. No specialty training or equipment needed. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast worldwide on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. And best of all, like I've been saying, Anchor is totally free. It's free. Download the Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started and make your podcast dreams a reality. That's anchor.fm. What are you waiting for? Download the app. Let's run the option and give you our picks for the week. It is the option for Big Game Sunday. This is it. Cards on the table time. There can only be one winner. So we're going around the table. Who you got, what score you got, and who takes home the Super Bowl MVP. I said it again. D, you're up first. Who is taking it?
Yeah, I mean, I've been going back and forth with this just because the teams are just so evenly matched. Like I say, Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback. I say that the Eagles have the best offensive line. Then I go back to saying, okay, well, the Chiefs have the best coaching staff. But then, man, the Eagles, they've got the defense. But at the end of the day, I can't bet against Pat Mahomes. I want to, but I can't. I mean, after what he did in that last game on a bum ankle and without Tyree Hill and all the players from last year. So I've got Mahomes taking home the MVP, and I've got a score of 31-20.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a blowout there. A little bit of a blowout. DB, what about you? What do you got?
All right, so same thing. My head's telling me that the Eagles are a slightly better team, but my heart will never, ever let me say that. But also my head's telling me I'm not betting against Pat Mahomes. So I say I don't think Mahomes. I think Travis Kelce does. Because I think one of Sirianni's mistakes is he's going to go for two when he shouldn't. Because he likes to do that. It's going to cost him. Kelce is going to throw the game-winning two-point conversion pass to Patrick Mahomes. And they're going to call it the fuck Philly special.
That'd be great.
34-33. Kansas City.
How about them Chiefs? Rita, what do you got?
Okay, so as the mother of two sons, I am going to be Mama Kelsey about this because I don't want to jinx anyone. The score is going to be 34-28, and I'm not going to say who my pick is, but I really like the color red.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Zach, what do you got?
It kills me to say this, but the Eagles, for me, have stood out as the best team all year, and they have played their best brand of football in the playoffs, and they're stacked on both sides of the ball. They keep it up tempo, and as much as it kills me to say this, I think they win handedly. I abide by the don't bet against Patrick Mahomes mentality, but I'm betting against Patrick Mahomes with a high ankle sprain or whatever the ankle injury is. I think the Eagles win 31-20, and Hurts takes home the MVP.
Interesting. A little inverse of what we had with D.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like you guys both have 1-0-0-1 in your pools, huh? Little partnership going on. I like it.
Okay. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. But with the big game, with how these things go, defense sometimes goes out the window. And I'm thinking that this is going to be one of those times where defense goes out the window and the refs are going to legislate it out. They're going to make sure it doesn't happen. Mahomes is going to ball out. Hurts is going to ball out. And I know we were saying that there was going to be more sacks than field goals, but I think this comes down to a field goal. And Harrison Butker is going to kick that game-winning field goal. I'm looking at 37-34 Chiefs. And as far as my MVP goes, they're going to trip over themselves to give this to Mahomes. They're just going to do it because they want to anoint the next great quarterback, right? Especially now that Brady is gone. And Mahomes is very good. He is good, but he's only won one, right? He's on par with Aaron Rodgers. This takes him up a notch. That takes him above. And even if he doesn't have a great game, we've seen that the NFL will reward quarterbacks who have not played that great of a game. So I'm going to go with Mahomes as my MVP. But to quote Boys to Men, since we were talking about Boys to Men before, we've come to the end of the road for this Super Bowl special. It's been it's been fun. So you know what? Whatever. We had a blast here. Guys, say what you need to say on the way out. Danny, you got anything special going on the Tubby Sunday?
Yeah, we'll have plenty of football, food, and drink specials. We're catering too. We can, all your house party needs. Still got trivia going on Tuesday. Trivia on Tuesday. Karaoke's on Thursdays. Brunch Saturday, Sunday. Great place to come and watch the games. Please stop by.
Absolutely. It's going to be a blast. Make sure you get there, folks. Rita, any update on Osney AYSO? I think the season's coming up, right?
We are kicking off in April. Spring registration is open, and looking forward to a fabulous season.
Absolutely. One of our favorite youth sport partners, our only youth sport partner, because we believe in it that much. So, from all of us at the Fade Route DNZ, our in-route panel, Danny, Rita, Zach, D, myself, enjoy, drink responsibly, have fun, bet responsibly, and it's time for us to run the go route. We'll talk to you next week. Want to get in on the action, we want to hear from you. Hit us up, faderoutemail@gmail.com. Slide in our DMs on IG at FadeRoutePodcast. Drop us a DM on Twitter at FadeRouteDNZ. Comment on our YouTube channel, The Fade Route with DNZ. Questions, comments, picks, segment suggestions, you name it, we want to hear from you. Get at us, in crowd.